Thank you.
Sorry to hold everybody up.
I think it's wise. Okay.
He was here yesterday. 14th, 28th, and this. He spoke at the podium.
Okay, we're going to call the 17th meeting of this year, the Village Board of Trustees, the Village of Depew, November 28th, 2023. Running a little bit late, we do apologize. It's 7:10. We'd have the pledge by Trustee Kraft, please.
All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Remain standing. First, let me say, we're very happy to have Trustee Hammernick back with us tonight. The seat has been empty, and we've missed you.
Thank you so much.
So as we gather here today, we pray that we're ever mindful of opportunities to render our service to fellow citizens and to our community. Let us continue to strive to make a better world. We are thankful for this day that you have given us, for its blessings, its opportunities, and its challenges. May we appreciate and use each day that comes to us. We pray for strength and guidance for each day as it comes, for each day's duties, for each day's problems. May we be challenged to give our best always, and may we be assured of your presence with us. Amen. Notification of fire exits.
The emergency exits are located to the left and to the rear, to my left and to the rear of the room. In the event of an emergency or an alarm, please move in an orderly fashion to the exits and evacuate the building.
New roll call.
Trustee Hammernick.
Here.
Trustee Zimba.
Here.
Trustee Kraft.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Here.
And Mayor Peterson.
Here. First item tonight, approve the village board meeting minutes from November 13th, 2023.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion to move for its adoption to approve the Village Board meeting minutes for November 13th, 2023.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. Next item of business, approve the zoning board meeting minutes from September 14th, 2023.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make a motion that we approve the zoning board meeting minutes from September 14th, 2023. Number one, Dale Ranney for the property located at 67 Mary Lou Drive, Depew, New York, 14043, of Chapter 260, symbol 260-14, parentheses B, parentheses 1, parentheses H, to be allowed to construct a concrete driveway exceeding the maximum allowance of 5 feet for a total of 9 feet in front of the principal dwelling, requesting 4 feet relief granted.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried.
Number two, Joey's Pizza for the property located at 4538 Broadway Street, Depew, New York, 14043, of Chapter 260, symbol 260-37, parentheses B, parentheses 7, to be allowed to construct a 101 by 32.2 inch sign on roof of building for businesses located at the property. Granted.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Approve the zoning board meeting minutes from September 28th, 2023.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion to move for its adoption to approve the zoning board meeting minutes from September 28, 2023. Item 1, David Sylvia for the property located at 70 Harvard Ave of Chapter 60-14, parentheses B, parentheses 1, parentheses H, to allow him to construct the driveway within the required minimum setback of 3 feet to any interior, rear, or exterior property line, requesting 2 feet of relief from the 3-foot setback granted.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried.
Item 2, Alyssa Williams for the property located at 97 Terrell Street of Chapter 260, 260-14, parentheses B, parentheses 1, parentheses H, to be allowed to construct a concrete driveway 5 foot past the allowed 5-foot projection in front of the principal dwelling, denied.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried.
Item 3, Vincent Spirito for the property located at 91 Terrell Street for Chapter 260, 260-14, parentheses B, parentheses 1, parentheses H, to be allowed to construct a concrete driveway 3 feet past the allowed 5-foot projection in front of the principal dwelling and 3 feet to the property line. Granted.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Approve the zoning board meeting minutes from October 12th, 2023.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Approve the zoning board minutes. Number 1, the application of Joseph Malazzo for the property located at SBL 103.12-4-21.1 and 103.12-4-23.1 of Chapter 260, subsection 260-23, parentheses A, parentheses 2, for relief from minimum lot width requirements, and of Chapter 260, subsection 260-14, parentheses B, parentheses 1, parentheses H, for relief from required driveway setbacks, variance granted.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. Public will be able to comment on agenda items only. In the initial reading through of the resolutions tonight, there'll be a general public concerns and comments section later on. We will be leaving for an executive session towards the end of the meeting, just prior to the adjournment. First item on the resolution tonight is permission being asked for Lieutenant Menard and Detective Turner to attend a wellness workshop, Train the Trainer, and that's going to be held rather locally in Lockport, New York, on December 8th, 9 to 4 p.m. Use of village vehicle is permitted. No overtime, no cost for course is associated with this training. Resolution 2, membership to the Depew Fire Department for 2 members, James K. Stoll to Cayuga Hose Company number 3. And is Scott coming back? Scott Wenneman coming back? Okay. Scott Wenneman for Depew Hose Company number 4, will be the other member. And then also moving up from Depew Fire Department junior firefighter ranks to Depew Hose Company number 4 is Aiden C. Kentz. Third resolution tonight is permission for the West End Hose Company number 6 to use West End Fire Station for its annual adult Christmas party on Saturday, December 16th. And permission for the West End Hose Company number 6 to use Engine 6 and Rescue 7 to have Santa deliver toys to the children and grandchildren and members of the company. It's on December 23rd, 2023. And then that same day, be leaving the village for one of the residents outside the village boundary. And then from 2 to 5, both pieces of apparatus will be out in the neighborhood surrounding the West End Fire Station as Santa visits for the kids. Resolution number 4, appoint permanent police lieutenant, first line supervisor, Christopher Kibe, who was promoted provisionally September 26, 2022, pending the results of an upcoming promotional exam. That exam was recently, and results were received on November 17th, and he was reachable on the eligibility list, so now he'll become a permanent lieutenant with the Depew Police Department. Of the 3 members in Depew, correct me if I'm wrong here, Chief, he was the highest scoring member.
He was.
He scored a 96 on the exam. Resolution number 5 was appoint a full-time laborer to our DPW, Michael Matthias, full-time laborer at the rate of pay that's currently in our budget for the 2023-2024 budget season. You want to offer anything, Superintendent? His skill set or whatever?
Just that Mike has construction remodeling experience, which is going to be beneficial to us in the future. Our current employee that mainly does that is retiring next year, so it makes him a real good fit for our department.
Okay, thank you. Resolution number 6, award a bid for the utility truck for the Depew Fire Department. I see we have the committee that worked on this a couple of years, right? So this is for a recommendation to accept the bid of $166,801 awarded to Fire Medic Company and Supply of Churchville, New York. They were the low bidder on the chassis part of it.
On the bottom.
On the body.
On the bottom, correct.
Yeah, and we're buying the,
Camden chassis, through state bid, through Western Ford.
okay, and that's at like 74 or something.
74,000 some change.
Okay. Resolution number 7, adopt local law number 4, electric scooter and bicycle law. This has had public hearing at least once. I know we've had discussion of it a couple of times in our thing, and our attorney, Sam, if you want to add anything to that?
Sure. We've gone over this a few times and had a lot of input from the public, but there's these new kind of hybrid electric bicycles and scooters and things like that, which we have had some issues with riding almost 30 miles an hour on the sidewalks. So this provides an additional minor enforcement mechanism for the Depew Police Department and kind of closes a loophole that we felt was left open by the New York State Vehicle and Traffic Law.
Very good. Okay, if anyone here in the audience has any comments or concerns about those resolutions, you step to the microphone, state your name and your address, and fire away.
My name's Brian Muslak. I live at 46 Stewart Drive, Depew, New York, 14043. I'm currently First Assistant Chief in the Depew Fire Department and Chairman of our Apparatus Replacement Committee. First off, I'd like to thank the board and the village administrator, and Sam as well, for working so diligently with us to get to where we're at in our journey with this project to this date. There's still a lot of work to be done on the committee's end. We're probably about 12 to 18 months away from receiving the delivery of that truck, pending the approval of the resolution tonight to award the bid. But I do appreciate the cooperation and the continued support from the board and the mayor and the village administrator. Like I said, it's been a long journey, 2.5 years to get to this point, but we're making really good progress. Sometimes it takes a while to get to where you need to be, right? And I need to recognize my committee members that are here tonight, too. Chief Gauthier, Bill Roberts, Past Chief Maciejewski, Past Chief Cummings. Also, we have Second Assistant Chief Joseph Aquino here, and John Huey, who is a member of the Aetna Host Company, who currently mans and is responsible for Engine 2, which is the truck that this new utility piece of apparatus is going to replace. I think the committee's done a diligent job, along with the board, of being fiscally responsible to the residents of the village of Depew, along with meeting the needs of the department and also the new needs of the residents. I think it's going to be a great addition to our fleet, and we look forward to the future. I don't know if any my other committee members would like to say anything. We got a couple past chiefs and Chief Gauthier, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Assistant Chief. Anybody else on any of the red agenda items? Okay. Resolution number 1, permission for the police department for some training.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following resolution and move for its adoption. Permission is hereby granted to Lieutenant Menard and Detective Turner to attend a wellness workshop, Train the Trainer, at the OP Overwatch, 7209 Rapids Road, Lockport, New York, 14094, on December 8th, 2023, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The use of a village vehicle is also requested. No overtime, no cost of the courses associated with the training.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Resolution number 2, permission for membership in Depew Fire Department.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Be it resolved, membership is hereby granted to the following in the Depew Fire Department pending the passing of their physicals. Cayuga Hose Company Number 3, James K. Stoll. Depew Hose Company Number 4, Scott F. Wenneman. Move up from the DFD Junior Fire ranks to Depew Hose Company Number 4, Aiden C. Kent.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Resolution number 3, permission for the Depew Fire Department.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Permission is hereby granted to the Depew Fire Department's West End Hose Company Number 6 to use the West End Fire Station to hold its annual adult Christmas party on Saturday, December 16th, 2023, from 4 p.m. until midnight. And permission is hereby granted to Depew Fire Department's West End Hose Company Number 6 to use engine number 6 and rescue number 7 to have Santa deliver toys to the children and grandchildren of our members on Saturday, December 23rd, 2023, from 12 p.m. until 2 p.m., with both pieces of apparatus leaving the village for a visit to a resident just outside the village boundary, Captain Hare's home. Then, from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., Engine 6 and Rescue 7 will be out of the neighborhoods that surround the West End Fire Station, shuttling Santa throughout the area.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's also carried. Resolution number 4, appoint permanent police lieutenant, first line supervisor. Pursuant to section 44-400 of village law, I, Mayor Kevin Peterson, do hereby appoint Christopher Kibe to the position of permanent police lieutenant, first line supervisor, effective immediately. Lieutenant Kibe provisionally promoted to this posting on September 26, 2022, pending the results of an upcoming promotional exam for this position. The results of the promotional exam were established on November 17, 2023, and Lieutenant Kibe was reachable for the position on the eligibility list. Position is now permanent under the Police Lieutenant Eligibility List, number 75-618, and I need a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Hammernick.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Next resolution, appoint full-time laborer in our Department of Public Works pursuant to Section 4-400 of Village Law. I, Mayor Kevin Peterson, do hereby appoint Michael Matthias to the position of full-time laborer, DPW, at a pay rate per the effective budget on December 12th, 2023. We need a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Hammernick.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
And Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Introduce. Michael, stand up. Welcome. Welcome to the Village of Depew and our labor ranks.
Thank you. Look forward to it.
Yep. Trustee Zimba and I had a good meeting with you. We're looking forward to having you and join our team. Thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution number 6, award a bid for the utility truck for the Depew Fire Department.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Be it resolved that upon the recommendation of the Depew Fire Department, the bid for the Depew Fire Truck Utility Truck from the bid opening Monday, September 25th, 2023, in the bid amount of $166,000 and, start again, $166,801.00 be awarded to Firematic Company and Supply, 340 Sanford Road, Churchville, New York, 14428.
I'll second the motion.
Need a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Hammerneck.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Congratulations, you fire department. Resolution 7, adopt local law number 4 of 2023, electric scooter and bicycle law.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following resolution and move for its adoption. Whereas the Board of Trustees of the Village of Depew, New York, held a public hearing on October 23rd, 2023, 7 p.m. in the council chambers of the municipal building, 85 Manitow Street, Depew, New York, to hereby adopt a local law for electric scooter and bicycle use within the Village of Depew. Whereas all persons were given an opportunity to speak for or against this local law. Now therefore be it resolved, this local law is hereby adopted.
I second the motion.
Need a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Hammerneck.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Number 8, we had an employment application from Matthew Matthias for DPW. There are no department head reports tonight. There's no unfinished or other business. Before we get to open the floor for public concerns and comments, we'll go around the room to our departments. Our building department, we have code enforcement officers Don Belfeld and Kate Zaranachik.
So, not too much. Obviously, winter's coming, so keep your sidewalks shoveled. They're still cleaning up leaves, so if you got leftover leaves, rake them out to the curb, but not onto the street. People, anyone who wants to do any snow plowing this year, they have to come in and file for snow plow permits. And we do have a change for the local plumbers who we usually mail out their licenses and stuff for them to fill out and send back, but we're doing something different this year. We're going to send them out by email with a link to get to your applications so that you could print them out yourselves and get the information sent in. And we'll probably do that from this point forward.
Okay.
Anything, Kate?
All right. Police Chief Jerome Miller.
We've been very busy this year. Currently, we have 11,500 calls of service. In the month of October, we had 1,025 calls for service, 925 non-criminal, 100 criminal complaints, 2 stolen vehicles, 1 recovered vehicle, 29 motor vehicle accidents, 1 injury accident, and we arrested 17 males and 12 females, and we wrote 105 traffic summonses. There's been an increase in motor vehicle thefts lately throughout the county, so please remember to lock your cars, secure your keys, don't leave your keys in the cars any longer. And a reminder, parking ban will begin on Friday, December 1st.
All right.
That's all I got.
Thank you, Chief. Go to legal, Sam Alba.
Sure. So if you recall, a few weeks ago, we went into executive session to discuss a lawsuit where someone was suing to get all their items back from a search warrant. I'm happy to report we prevailed in that lawsuit. It was dismissed, and the items were not returned. Typically happens when your criminal case is still pending. But, yeah, thank you to the police department for trusting me to handle that one.
Yes.
And I'm glad to see our local law pass unanimously. It reflects well on my department and all the work we do. And by we, I mean me, because we're a one-person department. But thanks, everyone.
All right. Across on the table, we have Fire Department Chief John Gothier.
Hey, thank you, Mayor. Thank you, village trustees and village administrator on the resolution for the utility truck. It'll be a huge benefit for our department to help out with our aging fleet and to help us move forward into the future. So we do appreciate that. 15 calls for the month of November, 345 year-to-date.
Recreation Department Director is out sick tonight. Deputy Mayor Adolph with his report.
Yep. So for recreation, ice sales have been picking up, which is great, especially on Sundays. They're still selling early ice during the week at 4 p.m. If you wish to contact about that. Another tournament's coming in 2 weeks as well, and they're calling tomorrow about the ice availability. So that's another positive for the ice rink. For the tree lighting yesterday, they stated there were about 40 skaters, and it was very well organized, so they were happy about that. And Learn to Skate, the first week, they had 30 skaters. Open skate weekends are still very strong in attendance, averaging 40 to 50, and you can look that all up on the website if you're interested in that.
Okay, thank you. Department of Public Works, Ken Pick.
Thank you. As Don said, we're still picking up leaves. You do not have to call for pickup. We're glad we didn't get the lake effect snow that the Southtown's got. And as he said, please keep your hydrants and sidewalks clear.
Okay. Go down the line here. I'm going to give it to Trustee Hamernick. You got first dibs. Why don't you pull the mic there a little bit?
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for all the thoughts and the prayers. I can't tell you how much it really meant, just being out and knowing that people were there caring and praying for you. One thing I do have for our community center is on Thursday night, December 7th, 6 p.m., we are having an open house. So please, everybody come, see our new building, what it's going to be like. We're getting there. So thank you for everything.
I don't think I gave it enough justice, but I believe that the $300,000 grant, if you want to address a little bit of that.
Yes, we did. Our building, Mark Polenkar's and Thomas Baines and Mayor Peterson, we were outside, and we got a $300,000 cultural grant for our building. We teamed up with Lancaster Opera House. They will be doing a improv, practicing on the stage, and then they will, on May 10th, they're going to have a improv show at the Opera House. So we joined it with the cultural grant, and which gave us the opportunity for the $300,000. We also will have someone from the Art Society from the Lancaster Opera House coming in and teaching drawing and art and different things to all the residents in the neighborhood. So that'll be all part of the grant that goes with it. But without, we could have not, we don't have the money yet. And Mr. Tadero is the one that was 100% behind everything as the legislator. So, thank you. Can I share my news?
Sure. Sure do.
There's my oxygen.
Whoop, want to get that?
Thursday, December 7th, Legislator Tadero, I will be the, what do you call it?
Recipient.
Recipient? Yeah.
Of
Citizen?
a Citizen of the Month for Erie County from the Legislative Department.
Yep.
And
From the Erie County Legislators.
the Erie County Legislators, yes. So it's quite an honor.
Is that 11 o'clock that week?
11 o'clock, yeah. And does anybody know how to change an oxygen tank?
Congratulations.
Because I need it done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it.
It's out in his car.
Thank you, John.
I need to be excused.
What, did you want John to help?
Yeah. He's just gonna get the tank and he's gonna change it
Okay.
for me. Thank you.
I have to get you.
I'm so sorry.
We'll skip to the other side here. Trustee Kraft, anything?
Just we had a ton of fun at the tree lighting last night. Can't wait to see next year when you get the new donated tree. That'll be really
35
cool.
footer, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite an honor.
That's it.
Deputy Mayor?
Can you make it down?
A lot of good stuff going on in the village. Congratulations, gentlemen. Appreciate all your work that you put in to help us make the decision on the truck. So That's first and foremost. Second, I'd like to thank everyone involved in the local law. When we brought this law, the idea of it, everyone worked swiftly and together to come up with what was needed for the electric. Chief, your input was great, as well as the public hearing and the input from those that were present as well. So thank you for everyone for doing that. We also officially applied for our Tree City USA applications in with the Arbor Day Foundation, so hopefully we hear back from that. Otherwise, appreciate everyone's work on everything and keep going, and hope everyone had a very nice Thanksgiving.
So, from my point of view, the tree lighting, the annual tree lighting, with a little bit different wrinkles yesterday, with the use of the pavilion. There's some things we learned that we can do a little bit better job on next year. Parking is one of those issues. We have showcased the building since Fall Fest on October 13th, the fire department's trunk or treat event on October 29th, and then yesterday it was open to the public. We've gotten a number of rentals already. We had, just after last night, we had 2 or 3 people reach out to us this morning. For rentals, we have a big weekend this weekend. We're going to one on Friday and 2 on Saturday. So those things we're getting the hang of it. We still need to hire somebody to help us with that, but we're working on that. But it was great. We're doing the Toys for Tots this year. We had 2 young Marines there last night. Well, it really points out how old you are when you're standing next to these guys that are 21, 22 years old. And Santa was there again. He came out of retirement, I guess you could say. And he was there as well. What did he ride in on? What truck did he ride in on? 7? Okay. All right. So we'll be taking the toys up until the distribution date to the Marines on December 13th, that'll be. We have boxes here at Village Hall that you can stop by and drop them off. Regina, from the administrator's position?
Just a thank you to everybody that helped out with our tree lighting, and just another very successful event with all of our departments coming together to provide, great community outreach and, service, and just a nice wholesome event. Just seeing all the kids excited to see Santa and, and then to eat all the frosting off the cookies. They really enjoyed that. Our craft vendors had a great time, even though it was a shorter event, but they really enjoy the environment that we have and like coming to all of our events, so that's positive too. And it was just really nice to utilize the pavilion and let the community see, why we did that project.
So, yeah, one other note there is that I've been out there, watched as people have come by. I'm so glad we put the sod down in the areas that we did. I wish we had done it all, because it seems that the young folks today would rather walk in the mud than on the nice new concrete. But parents had to deal with that, I suppose. But anyway, it's been well received, and we do appreciate that. And you might think I forgot you, Liz, because we haven't seen you in a few meetings. Liz Brinkworth from Assemblymember Monica Wallace's office.
Yes.
Thought I was getting a pass there for a minute. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for allowing me a few moments of your time. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving and enjoyed the turkey and whatnot. Audrey, it's so good to see you back. Missed you so much. I'm glad you're on the mend. Been thinking of you. But it was great seeing everyone last night. It was a little cold, but I think you guys had a good success. It was great seeing Santa and all the fire trucks lit up still from, I think Saturday was Village of Lancaster. They had the annual Christmas truck parade, so it was good to see them all decked out. Assemblymember Wallace has been busy. A lot of legislation has been passed, whether she sponsored it or co-sponsored it. One of the things that the legislature is proud of is Assembly Bill 3301, which Assemblymember Wallace co-sponsored and got signed into law. This will establish a 15-member board from the New York Asian American and Pacific Islander Commission to develop policies to improve the community, economic, and social well-being and the health and educational needs that are important to the Asian American Pacific Islander communities in the state. In honor of Veterans Month this month, legislation that Assemblymember Wallace had helped champion in 2022 took effect this month, with it being Veterans Month. Assembly Bill 5278 of 2022. This in particular helps veterans who were discharged less than honorably as a result of PTSD, traumatic brain injuries, military sexual trauma, or LGBTQ+ status, will be receiving credit for their military service within New York State and will be recognized as being honorably discharged. Assemblymember Wallace was an active participant in UB's Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences Student Pharmacist Association of Western New York program. Every year, UB invites the local legislators to come in and talk to pharmacy students about legislation and policy issues that are facing in their field. So it was great to speak with future graduates from UB and students who are going to be practicing in the local area and the challenges they're facing. In honor of Veterans Day, Assemblymember Wallace visited the Lancaster VFW Post 7275, to announce a $29,000 $550 grant that she helped secure as part of the Veterans Nonprofit Capital Grant that was passed in this year's budget. It was great seeing Jim Wire and the local team. They're going to do a DAC just to try and entice more people to come and visit the post and make it more, year-round friendly. So we're excited to see that project come to fruition in the spring. And congratulations to Cheektowaga Chief of Police Brian Gould on announcing his retirement. We thank him for his years of service and the work he contributed in helping open Cheektowaga's Boys and Girls Club. We will miss working with him, but wish him much success in this new chapter. And with the holiday season approaching, we're really encouraging those to shop small, shop local. I know this past Saturday was Small Business Saturday, but definitely keep up that energy and support businesses here in Depew and elsewhere within Erie County. And with that, if anyone has any questions, comments, concerns, we're here at the district office. We're still working through the holiday season. So with that, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
Trustee Zimba?
Oh, geez. Quickly, last week, Wednesday, the Erie County Sheriff's Office, they're doing the Citizens Academy. They canceled the academy last week, Wednesday, because of the accident at the Rainbow Bridge. They didn't know what they were dealing with, so they had all the sheriffs on call. So I didn't get to go last week. It was the active shooter drill, so looks like we're going to miss out on that. That's all.
Have you talked about that since you started going?
I haven't. That was week 8, so we still got one more week to go. We visited both jails, Alden and downtown. We've visited the shooting range, sheriff's boat, underwater recovery, a bunch of stuff. But unfortunately, we didn't get to attend last week.
It was last year they started that up again after a number of years. I was able to go last year, and I'm appreciative that Trustee Zimba has been able to attend this year. Okay, we'll open it up to the floor to anybody who has any comments in general. Step to the microphone and state your name and address. Where's our regulars tonight?
They knew that the meeting date changed.
I know. See, we throw them a curveball when we change the meeting
Teachers
date.
have
That's
had it.
okay, at least,
Go pick Paul up.
I heard they were both here yesterday and spoke.
Elizabeth complimented Lancaster, we got our Paul fixed, right?
Yes, yes. And was that somebody backing into one of the garbage totes?
Someone definitely backed into one of the garbage
Okay.
totes, yes.
I thought that was.
Figured.
Yeah, so they had Matthew's table here today, which was serving food, a dinner, their holiday dinner in the senior center. All right. Since there doesn't seem to be any public concerns and comments, we'll move to claims and accounts.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, the claims and accounts have been audited by the Finance Committee and are approved for payment as follows.
In the general fund, $273,264.47. Community development, 0. Sewer fund, 0. Capital projects, $5,067.86, for a total of $278,332.47.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We're going to move to executive session now, and Deputy Mayor Adolph, if you'll
Yep.
take us in.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I'd like us to move to executive session in regards to a labor issue at 7:50 PM.
And just so the record's clear, are you making a motion?
I am making a motion.
I second it.
And all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And we are in at 7:50. Okay, Deputy Mayor Adolph, you'll bring us back in.
Yep. I'd like to make a motion to bring us out of executive session at 8:37 PM. No decisions were made.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. And finally, the adjournment tonight.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion that we adjourn tonight's meeting at 8:37.
Second the motion?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That's carried. Meeting is ended at